Hey, what's going on everybody? If you're new to the channel, my name is Connorblackmon and I'm a personal trainer. I post weekly videos here on YouTube to help people build more muscle. So if you're interested in that type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, we're gonna be talking about deadlift hand position and why I think overhand is better. Let's get into it. So if we're gonna talk about the better hand position for a deadlift, first we need to establish what our objective is by doing deadlifts. It's no secret that I'm not a huge power lifter. In fact, I don't do traditional deadlifts every single week. I don't do them that often. For someone who's a power lifter, that is like taboo, where a power lifter will do deadlifts, in like 50% of their workouts, and they go really, really heavy. And their goals are gonna be a lot different than my goal is. The typical goal of a power lifter is to move as much weight as possible from point A to point B. With the over-under hand position, you are going to be able to lift more weight. So if you're a power lifter, I understand why you do the over-under grip, and I'm not judging you for that. If my goal was to lift as much weight as possible and do things as efficiently as possible, then yes, I would do the over-under grip. But as someone who's more bodybuilder and functional fitness focused, efficiency is not my goal. Inefficiency is typically the goal of my workouts. We don't want to make things easier, we want to make things more challenging. Also, we want things to be balanced. So the drawback to not doing the over-under grip is, yeah, you can't do as much weight. But the first thing I'd like to point out, the first problem I see with doing the over-under grip is how you're not training your body evenly. If we split your body down the middle and we looked at your left side and your right side when doing the over-under grip, your left forearm and your right forearm are doing different exercises, essentially. Your left side is doing an underhand deadlift and your right side is doing an overhand. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that your left hand is gonna be weaker than your right because it's doing underhand. I don't really know which side is gonna be stronger. All I know for sure, for certain, is that your left side and your right side are doing different exercises, essentially, and they're going to have different outcomes. So one side is gonna be stronger than the other. And over time, if you do nothing but over-under deadlifts for a period of years, if you do deadlifts a lot, eventually there's going to be a difference in size where maybe your left forearm is smaller than your right. Powerlifters normally don't care about their physiques. They don't care if one side's bigger than the other, they care about the numbers they're putting up. Bodybuilders, this is not the same. If eventually we have a left arm that's smaller than the right arm, that's going to be an issue for us, right? So when I do deadlifts, I do the over hand grip. That means both palms are facing down. The main reason I like this, and there's not a whole lot more to add on to this, but the main reason I like it is because it's balanced. Both sides are doing the same exercise. So that's the main thing I have to say about the hand position for deadlifts. Now, again, what's important is to realize, one, I'm no expert on deadlifts. I don't do them a lot. I don't take them that seriously. There's a lot of other exercises that I think benefit me more than deadlifts. I'm not a power lifter. My goal is not efficiency, my goal is inefficiency. Which kind of segues us into my next point, which is the goal of inefficiency when you're working out for functional fitness or bodybuilding. I feel kind of like a broken record player saying this over and over again, but the purpose of doing the over-under grip is to make the lift easier because you can lift more weight. It's a stronger hand position. You can do more weight. You can lift more weight from point A to point B with the over-under hand position. This is efficient. When it comes to functional fitness, think about that, guys. We don't really do things in an efficient manner. For example, on a bicep curl, if my goal was to lift as much weight from point A to point B as possible, I would use my lower back by rocking my hips, and I would move my elbows from a back position to an up position. That would be a very efficient way to do a bicep curl. But my goal isn't to be efficient. My goal is to target my biceps. So to isolate my biceps, I have to do this in the most inefficient way possible. That means hips back, core tight, and elbows in one fixed position. No momentum at all. If you think about it, that's a very inefficient way to do a bicep curl. Inefficiency works for bodybuilding and functional fitness. Efficiency works for powerlifting. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it all comes down to. So listen, do the grip that you want to do. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to ever do the over-under hand position. I just mean 90% of the time, if you're doing deadlifts, you should do over if your goal is bodybuilding and functional fitness. But you know, every now and then, or if you want to see what your PR is, the most amount of weight, yeah, I don't blame you for doing the over-under grip just to see what you can put up. But for bodybuilding, I think you should be doing the over-over grip. What do you guys think? How do you deadlift? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.